Also, I'll tell you right now, I got my
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Aztecs will boot it away to start the game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running to Green. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element.
Turning it on! And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
And the Golden Flashes getting set on 1st and 10. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. And they're able to make the tackle.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He's loose on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Leaves it with the back. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Bring in the heat. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He'll pull it on the read. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Touchdown, Kent State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying here?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. A strike downfield. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Welsh. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, if you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Pulls and fires complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And the Aztecs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He breaks a tackle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The golden flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He breaks into the open.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this.
Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, golden flashes. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip and tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over TCU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Welch. Good timing on the quick out.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Lemon. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, San Diego State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now on the move. Runs through the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the golden flashes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man by himself. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Kent State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Golden Flashes will try to pin. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. Wide open on the right. Timing is everything, and the timing of that fake punt call was perfect, and it winds up being a touchdown. Everybody loves a good dose of trickeration. This is usually where you say something like, boy, I bet they worked on that a lot. That might also be the first time they've ever done it, but it worked.
It worked. I don't like it. I never like fake punts. I'd rather give it to my athletic people in the field that are used to touching the football. But great job, great execution, confused everybody, including us up here in the booth, and it worked.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Golden Flashes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
He's got an open man. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Aztecs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
If It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Welsh. Pulls it in. It's King. Open space at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, San Diego State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend board in San Antonio. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll test the right side. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Welch. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's a tough position to be in on defense, right? You're trailing in this game late. You're thinking they're going to run it. We got to get bodies in line of scrimmage, get a stop, get the ball back. They go play action and throw it over your head. Tough spot to be in.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game.
There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plucks it out of the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down.
Called the... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the three. Wants to throw. It's Welsh. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Kent State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's King. On the move at the 30. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Breaks into the open. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, golden flashes. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.